What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna go over cable flies. So I'm gonna do all three heights, so high, mid, and low. Go over the benefits of each, where you're gonna hit on your chest for each, and different techniques for each. So let's start with the high. So if you're looking at the high, normal, what you would see most people do is they would get into this and walk in and have this sort of motion. So you're coming up, don't want your elbow, or your shoulders up in your neck. You want them down and away because you want that stretch. So this is the conventional way you would see someone do cable flies, is a high to low. And essentially what you're doing is you're hitting the meat of the pec, so you're hitting all down in here. There's also this version. Instead of coming out with it, you're coming straight down. So this would be for your outer pecs. So common mistakes for here is people just go too heavy. So realistically, this is like a stretch and squeeze type of exercise. So it's more like a shaper. So you want to just come down, squeeze. It's almost the same feeling as a decline press. So what you're doing is you're feeling it all the way up into the armpit and down, so the lip of your pec. And then the normal cable fly from high to low, you're gonna feel it right here. You're gonna feel like the meat. So the outer part, just along here, is where you're gonna feel most of that tension. So you wanna come up, feel the stretch, and bring it out and have that pinkies together and feel that squeeze. So now if we move it down to mid, and what I mean by mid is go to your shoulder height. So see how it's right at the very, when I bring it out, it's right at my shoulder height. So this one is almost like you're doing a chest press, but you're doing it in a fly. So you're opening yourself up and out. Another way to do it, to make yourself feel like you're getting the right tension, is bring it in like you're gonna do a press, feel that full stretch, and then open yourself up from there, and then come in. So down, open, close. Down, open, close. With this one, the reason I'm doing this is I'm getting you used to the tension. The tension on your hand is pretty much right in between your middle and your ring finger, but when you go to bring it together, you're gonna shift it to the pinky. So it's here in neutral, open, and then pinky to close. When it comes to flies, cable flies is a really, for some reason, popular way of people doing it, is they're doing this one-handed crossbody thing. I understand the philosophy behind it, but as you can tell, you can't keep your body stagnant here and keep it and still have the weight to put the tension on your pec. You have to physically almost shift your body in a manner, and you're inhibiting the whole process of what you're doing. So for me to do the way I'm showing you is back, open, close. Like you can see, my body is starting to shift. And if I was actually doing weight that I would normally do in this, there'd be no way. Like usually I'm down here 60 pounds doing this. So for me to get this out here, usually I'm balanced because I have one on the other hand, but here, open, like it's turning me. I physically can't do it. But for doing it in both hands, open, close, close, close. I don't understand why. Like, if the whole premise is to up your weight with proper technique to put the most tension on the muscle, why would you lighten it up so much to do something like a one-handed cross where you have to manipulate your body in a way that's not proper for your form? So, like I said, many times, you do you. You ain't gonna see me do something stupid like that, so have fun. So now we're going from low to high. So underhand grip, up, for this one, a lot of people try to go way too heavy. Don't do super heavy, just because there's a lot of tension on your front delt and actually your biceps as well. So you just want it on your chest. Come down and feel a little stretch in that upper pec. And then you bring it together. Again, pinkies towards the middle. This is where that scoop aspect comes in, like you're scooping up. So if you're going to pick up a kid, so you're gonna bend over and you scoop the kid up underneath the shoulders. So this is the same idea. You're up like this, and you're scooping. So this is all upper pec. So when you're at the medium, you're doing the inner right across the mid, and this is from the high to low, so you're doing the outer. So each one hits a different layer. So from high to low, you're doing the outer pec. From the mid across, you're doing the interior of the pec. So that crease and right across the mid. And from the low to high, you're doing all upper pec. So those are all 3 cable flies. Use it in your workouts. I would recommend, you can even start your workouts with some of these. So if you're doing like a high pec kind of workout, like incline bench, stuff like that, you could start with that low to high, just to kind of get everything warmed up. The high to low, I would do it later on, and even the standing mid, I would do that later on in your workout, just to get extra blood in there. But sets and reps, you're gonna do 3 to 4 sets. More of the higher range. You're gonna do 15 to failure kind of thing, because you want as much blood in there as you can possibly get. So even as at the end of the workout, you wanna work out, you wanna stretch like an already pumped muscle. So you want more blood in, more blood in, more blood in. If it's at the beginning of your workout and it's your first exercise, you wanna get everything warmed up. So you want the high reps anyway. So for this, it's just a shaping exercise and a warm-up exercise. So those kind of things you need to take into thought process when you're putting them in your split. But this is the 3 cable flies. Hope you guys learned from it, and we'll get into it next.